and it was ruled by a Christian king. What I'm saying in essence that a country is not termed an Islamic country or Muslim country because of the leadership. That time, Abyssinia, the nowadays Ethiopia, was under the rulership of King Nigeria. King Nedius was a Christian ruler, and Prophet attested that he was a just ruler. And Prophet asked them to migrate to that place. Despite the fact they left Mecca for goodness sake, and they went to a land that was being ruled by a Christian leader. The fact that you find yourself in America does not mean that you cannot practice Islam without contravening the rules of the land. When they go to Abyssinia, you could actually realize that they have been welcomed here. Some of you came here on asylum, and if you don't commit any offense, you can be here and naturalized and you live as a Muslim and you practice your religion. Quraysh, they follow them there. They said, King, don't allow those people to stay. You are crazy for them for us in our land, and they wanted to settle in your land. So the king now called them, come and talk. Jafar, the leader of the delegation, went to the king. And now, there will not be time for me to tell you what he said. He reasoned that we need to live in the jungle. We need to be killing ourselves. We need to be killing our children. We need to be killing our women. We need to be backbiting. We need to be engaged in alcohol. We need to be engaged in fighting. We need to be engaged in sin. But one man came and he took us from that darkness to the light. The man now said, what part of the thing that the man said, the man we are talking about, part of the thing that is brought to you, can you tell me? You have told me that he has made you to call it, leave the period of darkness to the period of the light. Can you tell me? They started Surah to Maryam. They said, Bismillah ar-Rahman. فَأَثَرَتْ إِلَيْهِ قَالُوا كَيْفَ نُكَلِّمُ مَنْ كَانَ فِي الْمَهْدِ صَبِيًّا قال إني عبد الله آتاني الكتاب وجعلني نبيا ويا مبارك أينما كنت وأوصاني بالصلاة والزكاة ما دمت حيا وبرا بوالدتي ولم يجعلني جبارا شقيا وسلام علي يوم ولدت ويوم أموت ويوم أبعث حيا. صدق الله العظيم. That book that the man brought, let me hear about part of it. You have explained the attitudinal changes, the moral changes that they have brought. That book is brought. It refers to the story of Miriam and Isa. When Miriam was accused of adultery, he said, I've not committed any adultery, but he now pointed at the child. Talk to the child. He said, the person beside you, a small child, how can he talk? And you're asking us to talk, to ask him. Isa now spoke. Inni Abdullah, I'm the servant of Allah. Atani al-Kitaba, waj'alani nabiyyan. He has given me the book and has made me prophet. Abdullah, the name of the father of the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Despite the father of the Prophet was a pagan. His name was Abdullah. The Arabs were bearing Abdullah before the advent of Islam. Allah named God in Arabic language. If you see an Arabic Bible, if you are referring to God, you call him Allah. And that was why the father of the prophet was Abdullah. Was never a Muslim. They were in Ethiopia and they lived as minorities. And they were able to practice their religion. They did not disappoint us. When they were reciting that particular passage of the Quran, the man started crying. He said, you have come with the similar thing that our own prophet Isa of Jesus came with. I allow you to stay. They live in a non-Muslim majority land. Number 4, Muslims now live in a non-Muslim majority land because of being a pastor, because of education, because of work. If you find yourself in that situation, Islam allows you to decide to live anywhere as a Muslim and still practice your religion. It's not an excuse. It depends on the way you comport yourself. It depends on the way you carry yourself. It's never an excuse that I'm behaving this way. And most of us, you don't even get it right. When we behave well, and they say you don't behave like you don't behave like a Muslim, you're supposed to tell them, I'm behaving like this because I'm a. If you do something good in your office and somebody out of mischief He says, you are nice. You don't look like a Muslim. You don't behave like a Muslim. Instead of telling him, say, I behave like this, I look like this because I'm a Muslim, some of you will be laughing. They are being mischievous. They are being mischievous. Number 5, people live their life for another land to seek asylum because of human rights. All these everything, whatever has taken you out of your land, does not debar you from following the rules, obeying the laws of the land. In the olden days, the scholar decided to divide where Muslims live and they give it names. We have Darul Arabic, the land of war. We have Darul Kufr, the land of disbelief. We have Darul Sulim, the abode of treaty. We have Darul Amdi. We have Darul Hadli. We have Darul Shahada.